right, you guys who have kids are really not gonna like this one.
Oh, dude.
So this is a French family that's vacationing. They're staying in Miami. They get this Airbnb.
And then a alligator comes and bites the kid.
And an alligator came and bit the kid.
Holy
no, that didn't happen. What the hell?
Happened at Disneyland.
In Florida. An alligator came and bit the kid. In every 80s movie ever, dude.
Yeah.
Hey kids, you want a drug?
You want
a drugs?
No, they what happened is so this French family, they have a little baby, 19-month-old little baby girl. And then
Why they traveling with a baby? Well, that's over a year old, so I guess.
What happened?
So they end up putting the baby to sleep. They lay the baby down, I think like on a couch or a little bed somewhere in the house, this Airbnb they're staying at. And then a few, like, I guess like a couple hours later, they come back and then the baby is dying.
But why did they leave the baby alone for a few hours?
That's fucking crazy.
The baby, I don't know if it's a few hours, whatever, but they put the baby to sleep. The baby goes to sleep.
Okay.
And then they come back and then the baby's dying. And they do a test and they realize that the baby died from a fentanyl overdose.
What the fuck? Oh my god, like on the fucking couch or some shit?
So they had fentanyl leftovers on the couch?
Well, that's the tricky part. So
Is it in Florida?
yeah, it's in Miami. So what happened is like
If this much fentanyl can kill an adult, imagine what it takes to kill a baby.
probably nothing, yeah.
Like a dust particle?
It's a crazy
Dude,
situation.
when I hear stories like this makes me want to be like Republican, you know what I mean? That's crazy laws, you know what I mean? Fucking really
crazy
fucking
laws.
just get these fucking kids the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so the first thing that when they call the ambulance and then the police, the first thing they do is they have to test the parents for fentanyl. And then the parents, there's no trace of fentanyl on anyone else in the house. So but everyone's like, how the hell did this happen? So they look through the records of the Airbnb. They find out the previous people that stayed there had a cocaine-fueled party or something.
Yeah, I mean,
But
No.
they, what did we say?
How did they know that they did it?
probably the
They
police
admitted
report or
it.
something.
They asked them. They asked
They're
them.
like, yeah, we had a cocaine field party.
So,
Yeah,
you guys had a
they
little
told
party?
them that they had
What
drugs
happened?
there and then they had a party. But the thing is that they can't find anywhere in the house actual traces of fentanyl.
So do you think that when they were gone, someone sprinkled fentanyl on the baby?
Ooh, a
Probably
fentanyl,
not.
a fentanyl fairy? I like where your mind goes, but fairy
Assassination.
So
fentanyl
because
fairy.
so because they can't find the actual source, they can't find the actual literal source of the fentanyl, they're not able to prosecute. So what the family is doing now is they're suing Airbnb itself.
What?
Because on the grounds that Airbnb did not clean the place.
Not the host of the house?
Or the maid?
No, because it's Airbnb's. I guess like they're trying to make it on Airbnb that the place wasn't sterile. Because you're
supposed to clean it.
You're supposed to conform to like
and
the
Airbnb
rules when you're a host.
I see.
So you're supposed to do that.
And Airbnb like charges this crazy fucking charge on cleaning fees, and it always smells like weird ass in that house.
Yeah, isn't it weird where it's like, hey, it's only like $100 a night here, and then you get the bill, and it's like, how the fuck did it turn out to $300 a night? And it was like cleaning fee.
Yeah.
Cleaning fee. I'm like, no, I'll clean. Don't trip. But it's like, how do we take that out? Anyways, but that's
But in this
fucking
case,
sad.
they apparently didn't clean enough, and you're not supposed to. If it's not cleaned enough, you're not allowed to relist it.
Did the baby survive?
No, the baby's dead.
The baby's dead. Oh, fuck.
The baby died.
Way to fucking bummer us down.
19-month-old baby. Like you can't even see it. Like you just fentanyl overdose. Like what?
So that what's scary about that is that where else is fentanyl like sprinkled?
Yeah, what if it's in a...
Like, how do I know if I get a can of something at the grocery store and I come home and I'm like, weird, dude.
Yeah.
Remember when we were in high school, it was like anthrax in the mail or some shit?
That's this year's. Remember anthrax?
Anthrax was crazy.
Was that
I didn't do coke for a whole year.
It was the roughest year of my life.
You used to carefully open your mail. I don't know if you guys did that.
Dude, my
yeah.
dad used to do Latino dads used to fucking hazmat suits and shit.
But fentanyl is way crazier than fucking anthrax.
Things to barbecue, little fucking taunts. Hey, what the hell? The sun.
The fact that the crazy thing is the fact that an amount that small could killed this baby, but it's so small that they can't even find traces of it anywhere now.
Isn't fentanyl like the leading cause of drug overdose? Like it's like the top leaderboard now.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
Cops
Something.
Be surprised, yeah.
Because they gotta search the car.
And they just sniff it and they pass
They go,
out.
and they're like, oh fuck, and then they die.
You see a cop in San Diego that he just like opened the bag and then he just fucking boom, he almost died.
Dude, I bet this happens a lot in Miami, right? Because Miami's like the coke capital of like the U.S.
I don't know if they're
here too,
transported that way
yeah.
anymore. That was in the 80s. It could be that most of it's going through here now.
I mean, any place that has a strong nightlife is gonna have.
Oh, they have a lot of
Stronger nightlife in Miami.
know they can.
Vegas.
I mean, yeah, dude, it's drugs in general. It's just like people that just.
people like drugs.
Do we make them legal? So we don't have these situations happen, you know? Is that the thing?
No, make fentanyl illegal.
Illegal? Is it?
Well, I think whether it's legal or not, people doing drugs at Airbnb, I don't think that affects that. People
Yeah.
Right,
No,
right.
exactly. It doesn't
That's
even
true.
matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, that's the situation. That's what's crazy is that there's nothing that could really prevent this situation.
That's what.
Like low-key is also kind of like one of those like freak accidents. You know what I mean? Like when they can't prosecute somebody, it's like nobody fucking found traces of it anywhere. It's like it's almost like getting hit by lightning as much as it sucks. You know what I'm
What
saying?
if it was in the Uber and nobody knew?
That's true. It could-
Like on the way to the Airbnb, the baby got sick on the Uber, and then the baby didn't really go to sleep. The baby was just dying, and then so they put him in the couch, and then it wasn't even in the house.
It said that it says prior to the baby falling asleep that the baby was playing. It was normal. Everything was
So
fine.
the baby could have been playing around the house,
Yeah.
and then the fentanyl could have been somewhere else, not on the couch.
They checked, but they didn't find it anywhere at all.
Because this could technically happen in a hotel room too. You
Yeah,
know?
that's what I'm saying.
Check in a hotel and you open the sheets and there's like body hair. So sometimes they don't clean that good.
I found one body here, dude.
And you're like, it could happen in a hotel too.
It would like I remember we went to when I lived in Arizona, I used to visit here. I remember we went to Venice Beach and it was a big ass scene because some lady brought her kid out to the beach and a fucking syringe hit his like in Venice Beach. Venice Beach, bro.
Heard that happen a lot, dude.
And he, like some heroin addict just left it in the fucking sand and some kid like stepped on it and it's like and had to go get him to the hospital and get him tested to see what's going on. It's fucking bruh. Ever since then, I'm like, fuck that, never. When I go to Venice Beach, bro, I wear 3 socks. I wear cleats. I wear cleats to the fucking beach, dude.
protect from that syringe with 3 socks.
I know, that's all I need.
So what do you think? What do you do if you're staying somewhere and you got a baby? Like, how do you even? Like, what's the precaution?
I'm gonna stay my ass at home after this.
Yeah, no vacation.
man.
Nowhere, bro.
Until you can take a little fentanyl.
Dude, life's a risk, carnal. You know, and
Yeah.
so you just gotta roll with the punches. Nothing you can do.
If your baby died, it just died. That's why I make a lot.
Maybe stay away from Miami for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe don't fucking Airbnb when your baby's less than 2 years old.
Having a kid though, when we travel, like I used to really like Airbnbs, but we ended up just doing the hotel route because it's way easier. You know, like everyone has continental breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
So that way, instead of like if you're at Airbnb, it's technically your house, so you gotta wake up and make food.
Yeah.
But then if you're staying at a hotel, you just go downstairs. You gotta at least grab a banana and a muffin or something,
Right.
or milk. So it's just faster. So I've actually haven't Airbnb'd since we've had Taika going on family trips.
And it was actually cheaper than hotel before, and it was more comfortable.
It used
right?
to be.
But
It
now
used
with
to
the
be.
cleaning fee, the COVID cleaning fee, all that shit, it made it way more expensive.
The responsibility, I would rather just pay more money than be responsible.
It's like you got to pay more than a hotel, but now a lot of them expect you to do this and then clean up it this way and then make sure you set the TV back to this, and it's like what the fuck, man? It didn't used to be like that.
Also, hotels will have like live service. You know what I
and
mean?
there's always that one random room that you don't go in that room. Like, what the fuck is in that room?
now I want to see.
I want to go in that room. Now I'm over there with the fucking room, just fucking.
Because when I was managing the Airbnb, I was that room.
No
And
way.
I was in the secret room that nobody would really know, and then sometimes I'd fuck up and make too much noise, and then people go, "Hey, there's a guy in there," and then they would all like gather outside the door. They'd be knocking on it, and they're like, "Hey, is there anyone in there? You want a beer? You want to party with us?"
Wait. Time out. There's a guy in the Airbnb.
That's him.
Sometimes.
But what if you need to pee or go out?
I've been in my room.
If I opened the door and I saw this, At my Airbnb, dude, I would freak the fuck out.
That's why I would never
Just
be
first
seen.
seeing you, dude.
Dude, I would never be seen. But the funny thing is that
Would you have a secret passageway to get out of the house?
I have my own.
The homeless man in my house.
I have my own sliding door to get out, but then nobody really knows it's there. Plus, nobody reads the actual Airbnb info that I am there. Like, they should know that, but they don't read it.
I see.
So the crazy thing
People don't like to read.
one time I really had to
Reading
leave,
made my head hurt, dude.
I really had to leave the house. And usually I wait till no one's outside to leave the house, right? But I really had to go. And these dudes were chilling on my, like, my front lawn furniture and shit. They're just kicking it. And I'm like, how am I fucking get by them? So what I did was I snuck out. Once everybody was, like, out of the foyer, I snuck through the foyer, went into the garage. I picked up all these tools, and then I opened the garage door, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm maintenance. I was just fixing the tank.
play it off. Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, cool. See you later. And then I closed the garage. I'm like, all right, have a nice day.
Wow.
Just like this.
You're a nicer guy than I was. I would just go out there fucking, hey, fuck out of here, dude.
Get off my lawn.
Well, because they can't kick it anywhere.
Yeah,
But
thanks
it's
for
funny
paying me.
that,
Get the
like,
fuck out.
in that whole, like, almost 2 years, maybe, like, not one person ever, like, knew I was there.
You did it for 2 years?
Almost.
I would have threw a rock or something, so then they would have been like, what the fuck is that? And then they go investigate, and then that's when you can run out.
Fuck with them.
Dude.
Yeah,
Fuck with them. I would. You never heard any like fucking weird?
Oh, I've seen.
You're just like what?
I have seen and heard the craziest shit. Like,
Like what?
Yeah.
oh man. So we can't have cameras anywhere in Airbnb other than entry points of the house or exit points. So like a back
bathrooms.
gate or or toilet
Or
upwards.
yeah. Straight cooter shots right there in the fucking bottom.
On the
Cooter shots.
yeah. On the bidet.
Yeah,
Bidet
right
cam.
there, yeah.
There's a camera by the back gate.
No, thank you.
So if someone's like hanging on the back gate, I can see them, or if they're in the front yard, I can see them. Other than that, I don't
Right.
see shit. But like there was this one like weird corporate retreat with like 25 dudes and one like little person. And they made the little person put a like a basket on his head and stand in the middle of their circle, and they were just throwing ping pong balls into it. And no one was laughing.
What the?
He was just going like this, turning and shit. And they were just all trying
That's a
to
corporate
make ping pong
retreat?
balls. I don't know. They,
What company is
In
that?
a Latino household, that's called
That's Spectrum, dude. That's fucking
Spectrum for sure.
at a Latino household. That's called a baptism, dude.
yeah, and then
That's weird.
and then another
That's
time
weird.
there's one where it was like all women that had rented it out, and then we got a noise complaint, but I didn't. The cops didn't come. Someone had just called, like the district police officer called, and he was like, "Hey, it's pretty loud." And I was like, "All right, I think they'll quiet down." And then he came the next morning, and he came to talk to me because I have a good rapport with him. And he's like, "Hey, you know what was going on here last night?" And I'm like, "No, what?" And he goes, I went to the top of the hill to like look into the house because you get a perfect view of the top floor from like the mountain across.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, there was an all women orgy.
Oh shit!
And he was like, what if that was
And
like
he's there for 3 hours.
Kazumi and her friend? It could have
I
been.
would be
Could have been.
so pissed if I didn't intervene. It's like, hey!
Do the old maintenance guy.
I'd be like, yeah, I would have showed up with a fucking hammer. Hey, not the hammer.
With a hammer.
Who's ready to party? Who wants to get fixed?
Yeah, there's like just crazy shit.
Who wants to get nailed?